Hey guys, Steven here from Redolessence and welcome back to another video. Thank you for watching. And in this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at the winner of my subscriber's choice. And this one is from the House of Davidoff and it is none other than Cool Water. So here's the bottle. This one was released in the same year I was born, 1988, and the perfumer for this one is Pierre Bourdon. Now Pierre Bourdon has done many other fragrances in the industry. He has done fragrances for YSL, most notably Kuros. Yes, Kuros by YSL. And there have been many different versions of this scent, as well as many different reformulations of this scent. So since it came out in the late 1980s, they have reformulated it a few times, and then in addition to that, they've released several summer flankers, and the list goes on and on with this scent. Now there is a men's version, there is also a women's version. Lastly, this fragrance is classified as an aromatic aquatic, and I think that's pretty accurate, and I'm going to let you guys know what I think in a little bit more detail later on. But now let's take a look at the presentation. So here on the box for Cool Water, you have the name of the fragrance, name of the company right above that. Really like the stylized script here. The box has changed with its reformulations. Size and concentration down at the bottom, UPC at the very bottom with the serial number printed right below that. Same thing going on at the back, nothing at the top. That's it as far as the box goes. Now here's the bottle, very classic, masculine. I think it's a timeless bottle, very iconic of that generation, of course. Same thing here on the front. You have the sticker at the bottom with your information, nothing at the back. The cap does not click into place, so do not pick it up from the cap, but the distribution on this one is fantastic. And that was the presentation for Cool Water by Davidoff. My friend Sai writes, "This used to be my signature scent in college. It worked like a charm in the hot and humid Alabama summers. However, I ended my marriage with Cool Water ever since Green Irish Tweed happened to me." Randy writes, "Steven, this is the ultimate classic for men of every age. It's fresh and manly. I have lots of expensive fragrances, but my girlfriend likes this the most." Nalik writes, "My old signature scent. Love it despite the synthetic lavender. It smells great with great performance. I might buy a bottle again." And lastly, Fernando writes, "What a classic fragrance. With its notes of lavender, mint, musk, and sandalwood, this masterful blend is refreshing, energetic, masculine. This is the legendary king of aquatics." Now, of course, with a name like Cool Water, it is going to be evocative of classic and aquatic, aqueous, watery kind of scents. But of course, water doesn't really have a smell. Now, there is an aroma molecule in this scent that's responsible for its aqueous, aquatic smell, and that is the note of Cologne. Now, Cologne is an ingredient that I think was founded in the mid-1900s, 1951 if I'm not mistaken, and it has been used in many, many other aquatic fragrances. Even Drakkar Noir, which isn't too much of an aquatic, but it's been used in Armani's Acqua di Gio, L'Eau de Saint-Laurent by Issey Miyake, many, many other aquatic fragrances. So it really this scent paved the way for other aquatics because people now got pretty confident using this ingredient in their compositions. It's also used in many other things like, I know, even black ice, the little tree air freshener that people put in their car, even that has a very strong smell similar to Cool Water by Davidoff. So of course this spawned off many other reinterpretations and the like. Now this is a really nice scent actually. This is a highly complimented scent. I know many people who wore this in high school. Even my friend, one of my closest friends, wore this all throughout high school. And I remember after high school, when we were in college, we went to play billiards with a few friends, and he leaned in to get a hug from another mutual friend of ours, and she said to him, "Cool Water, can't you be a little more original?" So listen, if you're still wearing this today, you do risk, people telling you that you smell familiar, or people telling you that you smell like, or you remind them of somebody else. But nevertheless, I do think this is a really nice scent. It's aquatic, it has a lavender note in there, which kind of gives it like a fougere feel. Fougères are those barbershop type fragrances that typically contain lavender. It's not overdone in this scent, and that's something that I really like about it. It has a musky backbone. It also has the note of mint, which isn't too bright or too noticeable in this scent, but it does contribute to the overall well-blended composition that this scent is. I think it's a really nice scent, high compliment getter. The only caveat is that you risk people knowing what you're wearing. You risk people being able to detect the fact that you're wearing Davidoff's Cool Water. It's such an iconic scent, and I think it really did pave the way for others like Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gio, L'Eau de Saint-Laurent by Issey Miyake, Nautica Voyage, even sport or aquatic fragrances that are still being released in the market, in the fragrance industry today. So first up, we have uniqueness and overall smell, and I ended up giving Cool Water by Davidoff an 8 out of 10. Now, the same way that The Exorcist was the scariest movie of its kind, Cool Water was the best aquatic of its time, right? So back then, this was probably the #1 chick magnet compliment getter, best aquatic on the market. But since then, of course, it's been reformulated. It has been reinterpreted. There have been many other aquatics that hit the market, and even more unique aquatics that have hit the market. So, of course, this was the best for its kind. But now, in retrospect, it has been done many other ways, and some people might prefer its successors, Acqua di Gio or Lotus A. But it's a great scent, high compliment getter. You just risk people knowing what you're wearing. Next up, we have longevity. I gave this a 6 out of 10. Now, this does last 5 to 7 hours on my skin, and I am reviewing the most recent formulation of this scent. As far as projection, it's about a 6 out of 10. Now, it does jump up off your skin and irradiates within an arm's length for about, I want to say 2 to 3 hours. Then it starts sitting closer to the skin. But yeah, that pretty much goes for it as far as projection. As far as versatility for the scent, I had to give it a 5 out of 10. Now for me, this is a strictly casual scent. I wouldn't wear this on a date because you risk smelling like the girl's ex-boyfriend. I also wouldn't wear this in a formal scenario because it's Cool Water. You know, you can buy it at Ross and Winners and TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Walmart. So I don't know if you really want to wear this if you're going to like a professional engagement or a business meeting or something like that, or even a wedding or something like that. And as far as seasons, this is a summertime scent. Of course, you can probably pull it off in the spring, but I wouldn't wear it in the dead of winter. First of all, I don't think it would endure the harsh climate, but it's certainly not evocative of that season. And age range, I really think anybody can wear this. This is a fairly unisex scent. Cologne is an ingredient that's used in both men's fragrances and women's fragrances, especially the women's version of this too. The only thing is that you probably smelled this on a lot of guys, so it's kind of guilty by association, you know? So it's unisex, but not really. And then last up, we have presentation. I already told you guys what I think about that. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. And overall, I have to give Cool Water by Davidoff an 8 out of 10. I think this is a solid scent for its time. It was the best aquatic. It's still a fragrance that sells really well today. You can find it in the bargain bins. I personally know people who still wear it. The only thing is that it is a little bit dated, not in a bad way. I'm not saying you smell mature, that you smell old or anything like that, but it is a familiar scent and you're not necessarily going to smell unique when you wear it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. That was my review of Cool Water by Davidoff. If you own or have tried this scent, and I'm pretty sure you have, please leave a comment down below. Also, please don't forget to rate and subscribe for future videos. So again, everyone, thank you so much for watching. This has been Steven with another fragrance review from Redolessence. We'll see you soon.